Welcome to Out Geeked. This is Al.
This is Mike.
And this show is all about rating, evaluating SH figure arts, model kits that you can build from ground up, and also Lego kits, Lego sets, Lego models, whatever we can geek out on and have a good time. Sit back and just geek out on. We will have it right here.
Yep. These toys, cards, Lego sets, figures, you name it, represent a piece of our childhood and adulthood. They are our generation of art. We have them displayed all over the house. We're not worried about the collector's value. We take them out of the box, display them, and show them a little piece of ourselves.
That's absolutely correct. And now let's go ahead and geek out with Out Geeked, and let's get to the show. Welcome to Out Geeked, episode 10.
All right, episode 10.
Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for dedicating us some time. Remember to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment as to what you guys would like us to review.
Comment, like, share it with your friends and family.
So we're here, and we're going to dive into these really cool action figures. And we're going to start with Mike today.
All right, so I have here the Crown Princess, the Hobo for People, Bird Lady, the future Queen of 𝐾𝐨𝐽, and the second best Xenoblade girl, Melia Antiqua. Her first appearance was in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, released in June 10th, 2010 on the Nintendo Wii. My life was changed forever when I first played this amazing game. After playing this game, I've been a fan of the franchise since. There's 2 sequels, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is my favorite game of all time, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It also has a spin-off called 𝐸enoblade Chronicles X, which is still part of the greater story. So it's still considered canon for the greater story. So I definitely say you should play all 4 of the games. The original game was ported to the 3DS and to the Switch. I have all 3 versions. I have the original Wii, I have the original 3DS, and the Switch version. I highly recommend you should at least play the Switch version. It is the superior port of the 3. It added content that was cut out from the original game and was added to a smaller story that after you beat the game you could play. You could play the second story before you beat the game, but I highly recommend you actually play through the whole main game first before you play it. Her home Alchemoth is located in the 𝐿𝐶 near the head of the Bionis. It is one of the most beautiful locations in any video game, in my opinion. It's pretty much an ocean, but like the coral reef is like above the water level. It's like a beautiful beach ocean area. The islands are floating thanks to like the ether. It is gorgeous. We're definitely going to put it up on the video when we get a chance. She is in her future connected outfit, wielding her future connected staff. I prefer her original outfit in the original story, but this outfit's starting to grow on me because it symbolizes how she's grown as a character. Melia starts off as your typical ice princess, little cold, little uppity, but over time she relaxes and shows her true self. She's a kind-hearted person, loves her friends, family, and her people. Intelligent, courageous, has a lot of social awkward moments, but since she is a fish out of water kind of story. That's because of that, I truly relate to the character. I'm not going to spoil much because I know you say you started playing the game. A lot of bad stuff happened to her. So I became I kind of want to root for her as a character because I like to describe her as Vegeta in a way. When you get to a certain part again, you want to see why I call it like the Vegeta.
Gotcha. Yeah, I did started playing the first one that you recommended me. And yeah, I mean, I haven't gone back to it. I've been pretty busy with work and whatnot, but it was fun at the beginning. I got shocked when they first killed Shulk's friend.
Fiora.
Yeah, that was I'm like, holy crap, this game really is gonna eliminate some people.
Yeah, they killed her off like the first hour. Once you get used to it, like, oh cool. But the party and the metal face just stabs her in the gut and like, whoops.
Yeah, it's and I'm like, holy crap, this actually is like gonna kill out some main characters here.
Yeah, they do. I mean, once you progress more, you're gonna learn some more stuff. So I refuse to spoil anything with these games. I love them so much. Like this franchise means a lot to me. Like after I graduated high school, I discovered Xenoblade Chronicles. Bought it. It was kind of expensive on GameStop. It was like $60 still used. I kind of sold half of my collection just to buy it because I was like, So I saw pictures and I saw some gameplay and I was like, I gotta have it.
Yeah, it's one of those games that is so good that it maintains its value. It holds its value. It's like right now you buy Pokemon games like $60 that were before $30.
And then another reason why it was a little pricey is because it wasn't originally going to come to the United States. Originally, Nintendo was just going to have it in Japan and Europe because they only have European voice actors. There's no, and I'm glad they kept that because the game is more. I love that now every game onwards just British voice actors. I love it. It made me fall in love with the British accent. I still say it's the sexiest accent in the universe.
Hey, British ladies.
Funny enough, in a previous episode, we talked about characters with gray hair. We already see one right there. She's pretty much the character I played the most in the first Xenoblade is between her and 𝐸𝐿. Melia is the Mather 𝐸𝐵. 𝐸𝐵 is like the magic system in Xenoblade Chronicles franchise. She's able to summon fire, water, earth, wind, electricity, ice, and earth. I think I said earth twice. Which she used to power up her allies, would give them boosts. For example, if she gave them the wind attribute, it will raise her speed. Fire will raise her physical attack. Water heals them.
Fire always raises the attack.
You're aggressive.
Yeah, you're aggressive.
Electricity raise your 𝐸𝐵 attack, so your more special attack. Like if we're gonna go back in comparison to Pokemon, Earth raises your defense, and Ice raises your 𝐸𝐵 defense. She is physically not the strongest character. She's more of a mage. But with the right setup, with her Starlight Kick, she could topple even the largest of enemies.
Mm-hmm. Now, these games are challenging. They're not easy games.
Yeah, they're pretty. They can get pretty challenging, especially. I will say, especially the super bosses. After you get a certain point in the game, which I yet again won't spoil for you, super bosses will start appearing in different parts of the area, and they're like the max level is 99. They're all like 100 and up. So they're meant to be like you won't beat them right away.
Yeah, I was struggling when I got to I think it was her world up in the clouds.
Yep.
I was getting beat up by 3 random dudes, robots that was just beating up on me because I don't have it. I don't know if it's my levels or just the right strategy.
I know exactly what was it. Were you inside the palace and you're fighting these 3 assassins? Mm-hmm. And who were you using?
I was just using the 3 main characters.
All right, so 𝐸𝐿 can't beat those characters at all.
Yeah.
And I won't tell you why because it's plot, but he cannot damage those characters at all. So he should not be in the party when that happens.
It's 𝐸𝐿, his best friend, and
Ryan.
I like the girl with the big rifle.
Oh yeah, Charla.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Charla's sweet. I do highly recommend at least trying to switch out the party. You just try Dunban. He's pretty sweet. He'll definitely help out in that fight, and Ricky. But yeah, 𝐸𝐿 cannot really harm those assassins. And I'm not going to, because you're not there yet, I won't explain why. I mean, you kind of got an idea because the Monado can't cut humans. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much why he can't really hurt them.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the Monado cannot cut the people with the blood of 𝐿𝐵𝐻. And then I won't spoil much because I refuse to spoil these games. I love these games. I literally have every version of the game. This one, I have the original, I have the 3DS, I have the Switch. The second one, I have the main game, I have the DLC in physical form. My sister will tell you when we went to Japan, she really wanted to do this Mario Kart. And I was like, yeah, I will do it. You know?
She's pretty salty on that.
She's very salty. But we were in this one store and I saw the Xenoblade 2 soundtrack in physical form. I used our Mario Kart money to buy that. To this day, she hasn't let it go. Xenoblade 2, like I said, is my favorite game. It's gameplay wise and story wise, it is slightly weaker than the original. The original, I'll still say it's a masterpiece, but I kind of enjoyed the second one's characters a bit more. And then the third one is like a love letter to both games, the worlds combined. If you love Melia, she is she's a main plot point of that game. She's the queen of the 𝐾𝐻 nation. Melia is a great character. One of the few characters I ever sympathize in a game. Really, so much crappy stuff happens to her. You root her on, especially when she's such a fish out of water kind of moment, because she starts hanging out with the others. They're all like more proverbs driven, more like country bumpkins, and she's like this uppity princess, and she's just not used to like talking to like these people. She does relax and calm down, like, all right, they're people, I'm people. Let's just let's put my title back to be normal. And great character. Highly recommend it to playing those games. As the figure itself, my sister got it for me for Christmas last year. It is, she said, and I quote, around $300. And I could see why. It's extremely detailed. It had, like I said, it has her staff. It has her future connection outfit. It is from the company Good Smile. Good Smile is one of the very few people that will actually make official Xenoblade merchandise because for some reason Nintendo forgets we have other franchises and they think I only like Mario and Zelda and Pokemon.
Now we're talking like a true fan over here.
Like, these are typically imported from Japan. Melia is one of them. Mifra and Pyra has one, and Nia has one. I've heard rumors that they're gonna make a Fiora one. Not 100% sure. I heard makes more sense to have it, because typically they have the main girl as the figure art. But I kind of find it odd that they don't have one for Shulk, and he's kind of like the main character of the original, and his story is kind of like super important.
I can't stand him in Super Smash Brothers. I tell you that right now.
The only gripe I will have for the toy is like it's extremely delicate. I was driving at least below 20 miles an hour getting here. I was too afraid to take this out of my shelf. I really love the detail of this toy completely.
Yeah, it's really awesome. The staff is really accurate with the game.
Oh yeah.
I like the little bit of grass on the bottom. The platform where she's sitting at, it's really cool too.
Yeah.
You got her wings on her head, which are like felt.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool.
Fun fact: I'm pretty sure once you got to 𝐿𝐵𝐼, you noticed that there was other people, the other Hyantia with bigger wings. I'm pretty sure you noticed that. Hers are smaller because she is not a purebred Hyantia. She's both Hyantia and Homs. And she's 88 years old.
Oh, crap.
Hyentias live longer lifespans than people. 88 is pretty much like 18 that age. Like her father's like almost 100 some years old. Her brother's like around there as well. Like they're old. They're like ancient people. They're the oldest people on Bionis. Xenoblade Chronicles was my favorite game for 7 years. Like it was 7 years straight. When I got there, and it had like two things I love: giant dinosaurs and anime girls. So it was just perfect. And I could just slay a 3-headed dragon with one. It was just kind of cool. So it was just perfect. I was like, I love this.
How many times you replay Chronicles?
I played Xenoblade Chronicles at least more than 10 times. What about you? What's your toy over there?
All right. Well, I have here the Scarlet Speedster, the Flash in the flesh. This guy right here is figure number 4 on the Square Enix collection. I got this bad boy in 2014. There's a really cool box of the Scarlet Speedster, the Flash, Barry Allen. I opened the door for the box to see the action figure sits in here. Like you said, or like we said, we're not afraid to take it out of the box, so it's out. We have a cool story here and a cool picture of the Scarlet Speedster. And over here in the background, or in the back of the box, we have the action figure standing up with his fist clenched and in his hand, like he's ready to go. And then next to him is figure number 5, Batgirl. This is done by Square Enix, and it's called DC Comics variant Play Art action figure Kai. So really cool. Speedster, like I said before, my superpowers are my favorites are visual powers like Cyclops, like Kakashi from Naruto. Even Superman with his heat vision. And then we got super speed like Sonic the Hedgehog, Flash. Superman is also fast. And then I do like my teleporters. I love the movie Jumper. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
I heard of it, yes.
Really good. But yeah, and was it Nightcrawler from the X-Men?
X-Men, yep.
Really cool superpower. So, any of those superpowers of action figures or superheroes, those are the guys that I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's awesome. I need an action figure of that. So yeah, we really well detailed action figure done by Square Enix. Very stiff figure. That's the only thing I would say negative about, because it's really well detailed, very mechanical, very futuristic look on it, but very stiff. You can't really pose it into different position, like maybe running position or a cool action pose. Very stiff. I think this is the main pose, and the one here in the box that I would say you could hold on your stand.
Which kind of sucks, because I figured if it's the Flash, I would like to pose him in a running, like mid run.
Yeah, mid run. But for some reason, they made him pretty stiff. He does come with several different hand gestures, different props, like lightning props. Like you can see some here on his arms, and he does come one with around his waist for his belt, and also some to go off of his boots. Like he's running really fast, and electric is generating off of his suit. So it's really cool. We also have the iconic, Flash helm, lightning bolts on his helm. Yep. Very cool, very exaggerated, but not too much. I love the helm. I always like the lightning bolts on it.
Kind of reminds me of Turbo Man from Jingle All the Way.
Right? Yeah. Very robotic, very futuristic. Yeah, Turbo Man.
And you told me earlier it was made by Square Enix.
Yeah. It was. This action figure was done by Square Enix. They have a really cool line of this. This one was purchased back in 2014, so it's been a while. So there's a lot of toys that have been out for this collection line. They have some really badass Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Star Wars people.
Which is crazy because when I think of Square Enix, I think of the Final Fantasy franchise. I really wouldn't think of them actually making toys, and there's very beautiful toy. Like Flash was like, it's very cool. Like I can't, like the other Flashes look lame in comparison.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. I really love this action figure. It's one of my favorites that I purchased. Right now it's valued in Amazon about almost $200. It's been almost 10 years since it came out, or that I purchased, I should say. So it was not a bad buy at all. But I just finished watching the CW show where he gets to fight all the iconic villains from the Flash, like Captain Cold, like Frost. So the list goes on and on. The
like Reverse Flash.
Reverse Flash is the number one villain, right? He does also face Zoom, which is the guy that uses the Velocity X on the show. It's like a dark looking death, like speedster that looks like pretty much death. And he does fight himself from the future, called Savitar. He's called himself the God of Speed.
Okay.
And that one was a really good season. I'm not sure what season it is, but I think it's 3 or 4. Really good season. I love that one because he actually is wearing like a mechanical suit, and he's inside of this huge mechanical suit. It's like probably twice as big as the Flash himself.
Wow.
And really good season. It pretty much looks like this suit here, but probably twice as big and like a metallic gray with vibrant blue eyes as Savitar. So it's really good season.
Did you ever watch the Justice League cartoon on Cartoon Network?
No, I did not.
I highly recommend it. The Flash in that one was Wally West. Great. That's how I was introduced to the Flash. Great cartoon. Surprisingly, with a lot of adult themes mixed in with a goofy cartoon action. Like I watched it like 4 or 5 years ago to like cleanse my palate on, because I watched a terrible superhero movie. And I was like, I need something good super contact. Wally's like probably like the heart of the team. Great character. Like I grew to like the Flash because of that cartoon. Because there's times where like the other superheroes are like, they're big, like Superman, Batman. Like, they're all high and mighty, and Flash is like talking to like little man. Like he's such a cool guy. With like, there's this one villain. I won't spoil it to you because when you do watch it, like Flash talked to him like a person, and like, hey, I see you're struggling. You want me to help you out? Like, are you off your meds again? Like it was kind of cool seeing Flash talking to his villain like a person, and not like, oh, he's a bad guy, so I have to beat him up and arrest him. Cool cartoon. I highly recommend it. I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore. Like I said, I watched it like 4 or 5 years ago. But if you're ever gonna watch Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, and good shows. All
right, definitely will put it on my list to watch. Yeah, absolutely. I can watch it with Caleb, and he loves the Flash and Spider-Man and Batman now. He just likes them. Getting him introduced into the whole DC universe.
Like father, like son.
Yeah, right. I mean, I like Marvel. Don't get me wrong, but it's always been like a DC.
Marvel
is the Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing Marvel has, in my opinion, is Spider-Man. Everything else I don't care much for.
Yeah. I mean, Spider-Man is very popular. I mean, I don't think there was a movie done on Iron Man for a long time until the whole Avengers came.
I knew Iron Man existed thanks to like the Spider-Man cartoon, but I was like, I didn't care. I didn't care about Iron Man. I didn't care about Marvel for like years. If it's not Spider-Man or the X-Men, I kind of didn't care. Then the MCU happened. Now I'm aware of these characters a bit more.
Right.
But DC I knew for a while because growing up with like the Justice League cartoon, the Batman animated series, the Superman animated series, like I knew these DC characters way before Marvel became relevant in my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a lot of people that will fight you on that.
Fight you like which one's better. I mean,
yeah,
I'll tell them this: Marvel has nothing on DC's animation. Like anything DC animated, it's amazing.
Yeah, you're right. The only thing is that they always came on short with the movies. But other than that, it's just who you pick to direct the movies, right?
Yeah, I mean, one of the worst superhero movies I saw was Batman versus Superman.
Like I was so psyched. I was like, man, they're gonna come out with a nice super speed, Flash movie. Oh, I'm so excited. I wasn't too fond of the actor. Number one. Sorry. I know you probably won't watch this, but
it's all right.
Yeah, just didn't really like. Don't really like it. I did like Barry Allen from the CW. I think his name is Grant Gustin or something like that. But
we'll put his name up.
He was actually supposed to be at the Columbus Comic-Con, on December 2nd and December 3rd. I was thinking of gonna go, but didn't get a chance to go. But he was gonna be there with the Green Arrow from the CW as well.
Cool.
I missed the chance to, but I did like it. They should have him play it. I don't know why. Maybe because sometimes shows from like the actual shows are, I don't know.
I kind of wish they kept like an actor that was already, he could continue to roll. That was DC's issue for me. Like they had good actors from playing the superhero already, and then they hired somebody else.
Yeah, to play like in a big screen.
Like you might as well just, I guess though. I mean, the guys, it's in CW. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not going to ask for much money. I mean, that's anything they offer is going to be more than what he got in CW.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why they were too afraid to get someone that was already a Flash and understood the character. Might as well just keep it going. Yeah,
I mean, he's a great actor. Really cool guy. So I mean, he and in that show he fights all these bad guys. He also fights Godspeed. And I really recommend that show. That show is really awesome. The last really bad villain that they fought, which is really cool. And if there's an action figure out there or figure art, I know there's a statue of them, but an actual figure, I would definitely buy it 100%. And that is Red Death, which is a combination of Barry Allen and Batman. So it's like a Batman with super speed.
Nice.
Just crazy. I mean, just the whole costume is really badass. And I'm telling you, if I see a action figure or a figure art that's like that, I would 100% buy it. No problem. But they had a multiverse where all these Batmans, they had Green Arrow Batman, they had Joker Batman, they had Wonder Woman Batman, they had, the Flash or Super Speed Batman.
Yeah.
They had all of these sorts of different Batmans. And that one he gets to fight. But on the episode, it was Batgirl.
Okay.
Yeah, that became Red Death instead of Batman.
Awesome. Yeah.
But this guy again, it was $100, and right now it's up to $200. I don't regret buying it. I love all the stuff he came with. He came with some extra hands too, for hand gestures. He came with extra lightning props for his suit. And I'm very happy with my purchase. So I do recommend. I will leave a link on the description below.
I'll see if I could. No, I got to see where my sister bought it on the website. I'm pretty sure she bought it in the Good Smile website. $300 is a pricey figure.
It is. You gotta be, in love with the franchise. You really gotta like it to spend that kind of dough.
Well, luckily it was a Christmas gift.
But it was a Christmas gift. So you gotta love your sister for that.
And then I will eventually buy some more. Well, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's my prized possession. So thank you, my little sister. I love you. And then I forgot to go over the box. Some of you might have noticed that in here it's Melia Antiqua in Japan. Her last name is Antiqua.
Okay.
In the English dub. I'm not talking about anime. In the English version of the game is Melia Antiqua. I kind of like the Antiqua better because sounds more royal.
Yeah,
than ancient.
Antique.
Antique. Yeah, the toy is 1/7 scale of the character. I don't know I assume 1/7 of a person. Not really good at measuring, but
Antigua is kind of like what, Spanish or Portuguese?
Antigua.
Antigua.
Yep. Character. See, you got the box. Official Nintendo logo. Nintendo. I like other franchises outside of Mario. Please make more. You can see the character. And
it's a scale figure, 1/7.
Yep.
1/7.
Back with some Japanese lettering that I cannot read. This toy was imported from Japan. I think my sister said The box came a little damaged, but I told her that's fine with me. I'm still gonna keep it. This is one of the few boxes I keep. I don't really keep much boxes. It's like if I'm ever gonna travel or take her somewhere else, I literally put her in this box, drove 20 miles below speed limit. I know people were mad at me the whole time.
I put her in a car seat.
I did. The other toys were fine. They're in the back seat. They're probably moving, tumbling. But this one, I was like, nope, back seat. I have others. I know my sister also got me the Pyra and Mifra one. I will bring those another day. Those ones are just in my TV shelf, and I just didn't have enough space in the box because they are in a glass case. I also would like to mention in the third game, if you're obviously when you do get to the third game, she does return as a playable character. All her demons and issues are beyond her, so she's actually an adult in that game. So it's cool to see the characters actually grow up.
Okay.
Normally, once you beat a game, you don't see them come back. Like she's obviously an adult. She's over 1,000 years old in that game.
I do have the third game. It's still in the plastic. He was probably like, he's like, I can buy it from you, Alberto.
Oh, I would too.
Play it.
I would too.
I'll have an unopened version and an open version.
I have at least almost like 2 copies of each game. Like, I really thought this is a franchise that it is my favorite franchise of all time. Like, when I tell people my life changed in 2010, I really do mean it. Because I was like, dang, my standards for games are like now too picky because of them. Like, oh, this Xenoblade did this, but why couldn't they do it like that? Dang, like I get so mad at Pokemon now because
I mean, Xenoblade is another level strategically wise, how hard it is to beat, and that was a great game. That was also a great game. So yeah, I don't blame you. I need to get back to the Xenoblades. I need to beat the first one, which I started. I probably have to start over because I probably forgot where I was. Well, thank you for joining us in our 10th episode. Thank you for your time, which is what human beings have most valuable. It's time. So thank you for dedicating us some time. Remember to subscribe, comment, and give us a like.
Comment, subscribe, give us some constructive criticism. If you want to put anything in the comment section, what's your favorite DC superhero? You like the Flash? Are you more of a Superman or a Batman? Are you more of a Marvel guy? Anything you guys want to put in the comments, put it there. We would love to read what you think about the Xenoblade franchise, what you think about DC. Let us know.
Yeah, and always remember,
geek out.
Geek out.